dreams. That's great, man. Thanks for being here. Most of you know my daughter, the little princess. She's a true desert rat. Speaking of, front and center. Yeah, man, if she gets to grow up in this beautiful place, really be a free spirit, it's great. She's going to think all this is normal, man. And I'm really proud of that and happy for her until I realized that's how Carl Garcia was raised. I think we got a better shot, though. Anybody here go to college? Whoa, did you graduate? No, okay, yeah. It's all about who you got around you, man. It really is. When I was in college, I had a roommate, this big 6'6" Honduran guy, and we'd go to house parties, and he'd get pissed off in the house party for some reason, and I'd go outside, go to the air conditioner, pull the Freon hose, and just huff it right there. He was a pretty chill guy. There you go, Freon jokes. A lot of people say I look like Forrest Gump. Yeah, if mid-run he got a heroin addiction. But I don't really mind it, man, you see, because who doesn't love an underdog story? You always got to root for the underdog, man, like Rudy, Rocky, To Catch a Predator with Chris Hansen. It doesn't matter, man.
Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. I went to a school that was predominantly black. Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. It would have been really cool, except I lived with my racist grandfather. Yeah, but I really can't blame him, because you see, my grandfather was born in 1940s. And back then, if you weren't racist, you were gay. Which has changed a lot, because nowadays, if you're not gay, you're racist. That's a bag of dicks. Yeah, man, also going to school with a lot of black dudes, man. As a white kid, they're always just trying to find like a little spot to get you, man. They're always just waiting on it. So you got to stay hard, man. You got to be hard, stay hard. I'm just really glad that my grandfather never found out that I was stealing his Viagra. He just heard that information for the first time. I'm sure he's looking up and calling me all types of names. You can guess a couple. My mom was married 8 times, man. That's a true statement. Not proud of it. But the other day she called me and she was like, "Man, Hunter, I think I'm ready to get back on the dating scene." And I had to tell my mom, the cat's only got 9 lives. You're on your last one. I don't think it's the person you're with at this point. You might be the problem. If you can't tell by all the failed marriages, my mother smoked cigarettes. Yeah, man, but actually my mom hasn't smoked cigarettes for like 13 years now. Very proud of her. I am. But I still remember those rides to school, man. In the back of that '04 Dodge Neon. She'd roll that window down, flick that thing out, just hit me in the eyeball in the back seat. She'd just giggle, call me her little Forrest Whitaker. That's not funny. I just had to get that off my chest, man. Fuck. I'm up here then you're laughing. Yeah, man, but you see, every woman in my family smoked. It was disgusting. I hate it. I still hate cigarettes to this day. But my grandma, every time you go over to Thanksgiving, the walls are a different color yellow. It's pretty nice. Yeah. But eventually I moved in with my grandma, man, and she really loved me. I was her golden child. She'd do anything for me. Except stop smoking those cigarettes, bro. It was bad. But she compromised. What she'd do is she'd like go in the bathroom and hotbox it. Or like under the stove vent, just puffing them things away. You see, and I really don't mind it. I really appreciate it because all she was trying to do was keep me from secondhand smoke. And secondhand smoke is all the risk and none of the reward. And that's like dating a black guy with a small dick. Hey, Christina, what you been doing? God.
She relates.
Yeah. That's what we're trying to do here. I had an apartment dad for a while, man. Yeah, my dad got out of this shitty marriage and moved into an apartment. And I was like already in college, so I was like, hey man, come over and check out my new spot. I was like, bad. So I go to my dad's and he showed me it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. And he called it his 900 square feet of freedom. Damn, there he is. And he got really mad though, because I'd always call it a midlife crisis frat house. But you see, the thing is, like, just like a frat house, there was a bunch of liquor lying around, sloppy joes, little Debbies. Yeah, not the snacks, but Joe was my dad's alcoholic friend that crashed on our couch. Yeah, little Debbie was his midget girlfriend. She was a baddie. Yeah. I played football in school, and my dad was in the band. My dad was like first chair, all state, whatever, just some gay shit. And but every year he'd be like, man, you gotta get in the band, man. Football's stupid. And I was like, you know what? And we were all sitting around with his buddies one day, and he was just talking this shit. And I told all my dad's friends that he had PTSD, post-trumpet stress disorder. Yeah, fucked up, man, because you never want to go in a battle with your dad. And he humbled me really quick. Just as quick as he can, he just said, well, son, my uniform got dirtier in the halftime show than yours did all game. He wasn't lying. Speaking of my dad doing gay shit, this is a weird way to go into this joke. My dad actually passed away last year, and I remember we sat down, me and my dad were real close, man, and he told me in his final wishes that he wanted to be made into condoms, because he wanted one last hoorah, right? And I respect it, and I do what my dad told me. So I respected his wishes, I got them made. Yeah, and then I donated them all to Pride Fest last year. Yeah, who got the last laugh now? Anybody in here married? Yeah, I asked this question the other night, not one single person. Now when you get married, man, for all those that aren't, man, you gotta read the terms and conditions, dude. You really do. I didn't. And once my wife got pregnant, we had our beautiful little angel. She told me that I had to be more careful of my life. So she made me sell all my motorcycles. And that really depressed me for a while. And then I found me a loophole. That's what life's about, man. So I got me a dual sport. And for those that don't know what a dual sport is, it's essentially a street legal dirt bike. Hell yeah. Anybody here drive a dual sport? You definitely look like you drive a dual sport. Yeah, I could have said it. All right, yeah, but driving a dual sport's cool, man. Seeing a person drive a dual sport's just like seeing a person drive a Subaru. At first, they look really cool and adventurous, but you're also wondering how big their dildo collection is. That's the clean version of that joke. Speaking of dildo collections, Diddy got caught with 896 dildos. An insane amount. And I got a couple questions, but the main one is like, is it just a one-time use ordeal, or do you write your name on it and put it back in the cubby and get it next time? Somebody accidentally uses your dildo. Thank you, Adam. Anybody in here play Punch Buggy, man?
Oh yeah.
I'm just a child. Like when you see the Volkswagen, you just swing on somebody. Thank you. We got some old people in here. Their shoulder will throw out. Dude, I love Punch Buggy, man. And my wife loves it too. Dude, I'm telling you, she gets into it, man, and she'll literally swing as hard as she can with the biggest smile. Yeah. And it hurts, dude, it really does, but I let her. Because at the end of the day, it's the only legal way I can punch my wife. Gotta take it when you can, man. Yeah, but, hey, baby. I'm just kidding. Yeah, man, and we get into it, man, and the other day we were doing our errands in Alpine. Everybody here does errands in Alpine. And we kept passing by the same Volkswagen over and over again. I said, damn, so when is it legal? So we looked up the rules, man, and for anybody wondering, the rules state whenever the car enters park and comes out of park, the car is fair game. It resets the game, right? Yeah, but does anybody drive a stick shift?
I do.
Yeah, all you gotta do is wiggle that little thing and get a quick 3-piece in. Yeah. If you don't know how to drive a stick shift, you didn't get that joke. It's fine. Whatever. We got a new puppy. Whoa. we got a new puppy a couple months ago. He's about 6 months old. And everybody in Terlingua lets their dogs free roam. It's all good, man. You see, except sometimes I catch my dog over on the Terlingua Springs side of Terlingua. And, there's like all the pug, Chihuahua mixes. Just Mexican-ass dogs, bro. And I catch I don't think they're bad dogs. I'm not saying they're bad dogs. I just don't want them to teach my dog how to jump his fence. Okay. Sorry. I had to. We don't even have a wall. Me and my wife have an age gap between us. It's not a lot, but it definitely shows in technology. Yeah, man, because my wife hates anything ChatGPT, AI, anything like that, because she thinks it's going to end the world. It probably is, but for now we're good. But, when she's just moaning about this thing, I have to act like I care, because I'm a good husband. But at the end of the day, all I can think about is an AI hand job. Just imagine, fellas, she took the input, she learned, and she got better every time.
I see no chair.
Yeah. AI's only been around for a couple decades now. Women have been around for thousands and thousands of years. And they still haven't got that update? Come on, bro. You're supposed to know everything.
Is this okay?
But let's be honest, fellas. They can't do it as good as we can. Dude, be honest. Because at the end of the day, women are a jack of all trades. And as a man, you should be a master of one. Maybe. Speaking of jacking off. Anybody here miss old school porn, man? Do you remember old school porn? Dude, it was romantic, bro. It was so sick.
This is the buzzkill, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Mama, he spit out that.
Yeah, man. You were good, Mama. You can sing that, please. Yeah, man, old school porn to most of you guys here are like magazines and an hour and a half long VHS of just full bush. Poetry in motion, man. There's a couple bushes here tonight, I'm sure of it. It's Terlingua. Yeah. I bet my money there's more than not. Fuck, where was I at? Yeah, thank you, man, I appreciate it. Yeah, man, but the problem is nowadays, old school porn for my generation is when women only had vaginas. Nothing kills a boner quicker than that. I've been trying to get into comedy more, obviously, so when you get into something, you have to research it, man, and I've noticed that researching comedy, you have to watch a bunch of specials and everything, and there's just these professionals doing what they do, and it's just like watching stand-up specials is like watching porn with your wife. She's just sitting there saying how good he's doing. He's like, oh, he's so good, and he's so funny. And all you're doing is sitting there knowing that you'll never be that good. Yep, fuck it. Well, thank you, that's my time. Anybody else got some jokes? Ryan?